All right. Let's talk about 2028, one of our favorite topics here, because these two polls came out about 2028. And the first one is New Hampshire, St. Anselm College, a place I'd spent much time. Great respect for them. Need to find out why they put the poll out on a Friday. Here's a poll of Democrats in 2028 in New Hampshire, the New Hampshire primary. We don't know if the New Hampshire primary will be first, but you can see Pete Buttigieg, who ran before and spent a lot of time there. He's tied with Gavin Newsom, who lives about 3,000 miles away, 23%. The next top person, who's the governor of Illinois, J.D. Pritzker, who's done some high-profile events there, and he's a New Hampshire kind of guy, maybe, 9%. So you basically got two guys at the very top. After that, again, big drop off. No one else in double digits after Governor Pritzker. You got AOC 7, the former vice president 6, Cory Booker 5. Not great for folks. Maybe the Pritzker one interesting. All right, so that's the St. Anselm poll. Then Plymouth Union Research polled a general election head-to-head. Incredible use of money. Here's a general election head-to-head between Gavin Newsom and JD Vance. Basically, margin of error. Vance up 51-49. I'll just say again, even though it's going to bring me another weekend-long hate spewing about Gavin Newsom, even though I don't think he'll run in the end, or he'll run and he'll get out, and even though I can see all the flaws he has, I keep telling you, folks, he's the front runner, and he's in the top tier by himself. So, Selena, before I ask you about that, let me polymarket this, because this is interesting stuff. Polymarket, couple of questions. First is who is going to be the president-elect in 2028? Selena, who do you think's number one? Don't show it yet. Selena, who's number one? Who's the betters? The betters say Gavin. Wrong. Go ahead and put it up. JD Vance, 28%, according to the betters on Polymarket. I made it seem like it was Democrats only. So Vance, Vance 28, Newsom 19, and then down to AOC and Buttigieg. So interesting. And here is the question of who's going to win the presidential election? No names, just which party. Selena, where do you think the betters are on this before we put it up? Oh, it's already up. There you go. Which party wins? Democrats 54, Republicans 46. This surprises me a little bit. Thoughts on all of it? The New Hampshire poll, Vance versus Newsom, and then these last two Polymarkets. What are your thoughts on all that?
So interestingly enough, both of these names are not mentioned in this New Hampshire poll. I just interviewed Ro Khanna, congressman from
great piece you wrote up in the California.
Oh, thank you. In the Washington Post, he was out visiting in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and Rahm Emanuel just did a big interview with him. By the way, across the board, I don't know if you hear the same thing, but the candidate that most smart Republicans fear the most is Rahm Emanuel across the board. And I think that goes back to 2006, because he was brilliant in that midterm year, just absolutely brilliant. And I don't think they've ever gotten over that. Look, I always measure. I think Gavin Newsom, of course, would win and be dominant in a New Hampshire poll, right? It just suits those primary voters. But I think in terms of a general election, who do I think would win Pennsylvania? And it's not Pete Buttigieg, and it's not Gavin Newsom. Neither of them would win my state.
Yeah, who you mean in the general? Okay, well, here's Mr. Bartlett, known as the third senator from New Hampshire, deep ruts in the Granite State. Selena asserted that Gavin Newsom would be a strong New Hampshire candidate. Californians and Southerners tend not to do particularly well in New Hampshire. What's your view of that poll? Why are Buttigieg, Newsom, and the governor of Illinois doing so well in that poll, Matthew? And thank you for joining us.
Yeah, always. Not sure that they are. Right now it seems as if the Democrats are searching, and when you're searching, it's much easier to surge. Gavin Newsom has been in the news as a tip of the spear against Trump. That's probably how he got to 23%. Pete Buttigieg came in second in 2020 in the New Hampshire primary with 24%. So there may be some muscle memory there. But it seems as if, again, Democrats are searching, Republicans are certain. Same poll has JD Vance crushing by granite mile, 56%, I believe,
Yeah.
versus Rubio and DeSantis at like 5.
Yeah.
So I think New Hampshire's just wide open. Remember, it used to be thought of as a moderate Dems, think Clinton country, Bill Clinton, but recently that has changed significantly. Bernie Sanders won 2020, 2016, 2020 as well. Progressives. That's in part why Joe Biden didn't want it. So as locked up as the Republican side is, I would argue is as open as the Democratic side is.
The New Hampshire primary will be first. The question is, will it be a sanctioned event or will candidates campaign there with VIGA? So here's my question to you, Mr. Bartlett. If it is competed, if people are competing there and everybody who is talking about potentially running runs, who has got the best New Hampshire cred? Who's got the right issue set, the right profile, the right connections to the state, time in the state? Who would you make the New Hampshire front runner if everybody runs and it's competitive?
Too early to tell right now.
What? Why are we paying you so much money to come on to say too early to tell?
We could have a blockbuster Senate race.
Yeah.
Let's remember, running for president clearly does not. It's not 107 days. It's not 2 years. It's 4 years, maybe even more. It takes a long time to work it over. Ro Khanna was up there on Labor Day, did a big rally with Bernie. Who's the heir apparent to the Bernie Sanders, progressive wing? Could AOC catch fire? Or do Democrats come back to their, moderate, cerebral instead of the bleeding heart liberal and go with, who can win and who's the most electable? It's very possible that whoever wins the New Hampshire primary on the Democratic side is not even in the race right now. That's a possibility.
Well, no one's in the race right now, but I will say this: the correct answer, to my mind, are the two guys who are ahead in that poll: Pete Buttigieg and Governor Newsom. That'd be my guess. We'll see. But first, reminder that Cozy Earth is a sponsor of this show. And a reminder, 3 things. Let's unmute Jim Malmstrom. Jim, unmute. Tell me, Jim, what are the 3 top things you look for in clothes when you're buying clothes? Jim, can you unmute? I need a foil. Jim, what are the top 3 things you look for when you're buying clothes? Number 1.
They got to fit.
Good fit. Yeah. Number 2.
They got to make me look younger.
Make you look good. Yeah. And number 3, you can say cost. You could say cost.
Cost.
Right? You don't want, yeah. Okay. Perfect answers, because Cozy Earth clothes. The bedding is great too, but I'm talking, as I almost always do, about the pants, the shirts. They're so comfortable. They look great. You can wear them anywhere, casual. And the pants just, they're like a magic cloak. You can wear them anywhere. They look fine on the beach. They look fine at a fancy engagement. And right now they're also on sale. If you use the code 2way, go to cozyearth.com and put in the code 2way, 40% off. Not all of you have taken me up on my recommendation. Go try them. Try the pants. Gentlemen, try the pants. Take my word for it. Built for real life, made to keep up with yours. Cozy Earth recommended.